Alright then, gents. This is Sunday's Legacy. Not with Mick today, but Stocker instead, here for you, as I'm serving a race ban. Yeah, fuck my life. We are looking at round 11 out of 12, so this and next week we have the final for the championship between, obviously, Noodles and Stiggy, but, yeah, I mean, technically Pigeon is kinda in it still, but we need a miracle for this to work out for him. Basically, Noodles and Sticky need to die tonight. Pigeon needs full points. Um, Apart from this, Noodles can secure the title tonight if he outscores Sticky by, yeah, 63 points. Not saying that it's gonna happen, but it's possible. So we are waiting for, I don't know how many drivers. We are 14 apparently. This is more than I thought it would be. Mm, I've got to double check who we're waiting for. Otherwise we would be, yeah, it's go, go, go. From Danny, so we're already up now. Yeah, Hungary tonight. I think one of the tracks where the one shot is probably the most important this season, as you don't want to be far back on the grid. I mean, if you invalidate, yeah, yeah, no, don't do it. I mean, it's possible to overtake into turn one, maybe turn two if you get a good run. Apart from this is gonna be difficult. So we'll see what's gonna happen now. First of all, it would be interesting to let me know how the weather is gonna be. 4 sessions I'll expect. Yeah, probably to have at least one session with rain. Maybe more. How are the constructors looking? Yeah, I think that's pretty much secured for Williams already. Fight for P2 is still open between Racing Bulls and Ferrari. I don't know how many cars of each team are present today though. We'll see. Again, anyone who's watching, let me know about the weather. Oh, alright, for the one-shot quality of the sprint, I get the basic idea of what we're gonna have here. This is looking like, well, it's hard to tell, especially in this game. Could be Inter still. But it's coming down. Might be full wet for this one shot here now. Evening, Pigeon, Danny, Hassan, Stiggy. Good luck for each one of you. Ah, what a shame I'm missing out. What would Manic say? It's my wet dream. 5 seconds till the start. I think I'm gonna go with... Well, Hassan apparently. Yeah, this is full wets. Do we have different tire choices on the grid? We do. We've got X-Konski on the Inters as the only one. I would say it's probably Inters. Maybe Konski can do something with it. I don't see any puddles on the track. So who's leading currently? Doodles, Stiggy, Danny. Pigeon a bit further back in P6. Hassan is struggling as well. P11 right now. Maybe one of the guys with a bit lower wing would be, yeah, as usual. X-Konski on the Inters now on P9, right in the middle of the pack. Maybe he could make it work in Sector 2 and 3. I mean, he's not last, he's not first, so... Again, I'm not sure though. But I'd say this... That Inters is not a wrong call at all. Sticky taking P1 now from Noodles. Not sure if we have any invalidation so far. Rage Baton Links haven't moved in a while. Maybe half spin or anything, or we have a quali ban for at least one of them. I'm not sure who. Ekskonski now on P6. Yeah, I think overall it paid out for him, that gamble. Still fighting for position with Hassan and Intronsic towards the line. Stiggy with the pole. 2/10 lead against Noodles in P2, Danny third, and then a big gap 1 second to Pigeon in P4. Yeah, Pigeon had a bad first sector. I think P4 he'll be happy with that. Let's see what's the weather gonna be for the sprint now. Yeah, top 3, league of their own. Big gap to Pigeon, and then, yeah, kind of close, half a second between P5 and P9 of Favors. And then, yeah, I assume Matt, Farmers, and Lynx had some kind of mistake. Rage and Batten, I think only one of them had a quali ban, not sure who, probably Rage. Yeah, solid lap from Stiggy here, only one in the 28s. Alright, so this seems to be a slick start. It is pretty cloudy though, so we might see some rain. I can't tell. I haven't practiced for Hungary, so I don't know what the tire strats is, both for sprint or the feature race. It's probably going to be mediums for most of the grid, and I expect someone like Pigeon to go for the hard tires. We've seen it work before. No rain for the rest of this evening, apparently. Thank you, Hassan. All other sessions dry means we probably see some overtakes, so that's good for me, I guess. There we go. Start of the formation lap. What are the tires? Everyone on mediums, no exceptions. Yeah, so got a moment to go through the grid again, as well as looking at the championship for that. Stiggy championship trailing Noodles by 5 points. So technically Noodles could win it tonight. It's not likely though. But he's right by Stiggy, so not a bad position. At least he could fight him. It's gonna be a very close one for next week, I assume. Yeah, third in the championship and third on the grid here in the sprint as well, Danny. In the beautiful Alpine. Not a big fan of this car, but the driver. Pigeon, good lad, P4 for him. And let's see what Intronsic can do. He's had some very good races on Fridays. Still waiting for that one good race in Legacy. Actually, am I wrong here? No. He's still without a podium, at least in the feature races, so maybe this is gonna be his day. Hassan behind him in P6, followed by Plevonch. Ekskonski on Inters made it to P8, so GG for that. Favas P9, Mad F1, last one in the top 10. Again though, everyone gets points, so just finish the race. Farmers P11, Lynx P12, Rage, the only German tonight in P13, and at the end of the grid, Batten, now in the slot as well, and we're looking at P1. Actually, yeah, we'll do that. Same with Stiggy, looking behind, we have 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and lights off, and Noodles great off the line, already side by side with Stiggy. He's gonna be first. Noodles already ahead, and he's got the inside line for turn 1. Trying to get around the outside, looking for P4 already. Maybe gets a run on Danny as well here. As Stiggy and Noodles are still side by side. This time the inside for Stiggy locks up a little bit, both without ABAs though. So it's not easy for them. Noodles secures P1 though, after sector 1. Stiggy backs off, and we have Pigeon ahead of Intronsic again. Hassan side by side having a look down Intronsic into that quick left-hander, pretty dangerous. The most difficult corner of Hungary, easily. Let's have a look at the position changes. Oh, Batten with a great start from P14 up to P9, gained 5 places. Konski, after that great qualifying on Inters, back to P11, lost the most positions. Noodle switched with Stiggy, and apart from that, P3 to P6, nothing happened. Oh, Plevanche dropped down 3 places there, I think. Which means Batten gains another position. Possible race strategies, either mediums to the end or, yeah, double soft, but no one's on soft, so you don't have to worry about this at all. Sticky gonna have a look down the inside of turn 1. Yes, he does. Gets it done without ABS, DRS. Behind that, 2 blue cars of Danny and Pigeon fighting as well, with Pigeon getting P3 around the outside of turn 4 or 3, not sure. And so far, if Fasa manages to stay within that 1 second, we've got an entire train between P1 and P14, so the entire grid is still within 1 second of each other. Let's actually have a look at each car one by one and see if we find some wing damage. Obviously, only fair fights in the front between Sticky Noodles, so don't think we have any broken wings there. Beautiful overtake of Pigeon this lap against Danny. Wings looking good as well. And Transic P5, Hassan able to stay with him now, gets the DRS for the main straight as well. Yeah, I'm not seeing any broken wings here. So we had a clean start so far. Good job. No one pitting as well, proves my point, I think. Noodles having a look, backs out though. Pigeon right behind him. 12 laps for the sprint, so this could be a race about ERS management. Looking at Pigeon here, with by far the lowest ERS out of the top 4. Little corner cut there for Batten, but he's eager to get past Farwas here. Had to compromise his line through the right-handed zone, gets a little bit of a look here from Matt F1. Noodles right behind Stiggy there. We may see them switch every lap now. There's a few corners where the drivers have to be careful with low grip on the exits. That is the last corner of Sector 2, for example. You might see some people go off there towards the wall, maybe causes a safety car or a red flag if you pirate any. So do we have any overtakes here? We do. Noodles takes the lead again off Stiggy. Apart from that, pretty calm race so far. Everyone trying to hold position, safely arrest. Playing the long game, I like that. So far, very good job from Batten here. Up to P8, gained 6 places. I mean, the grid is pretty small. Only 14 drivers, so 6 positions gained is, yeah, quite a lot. Apart from that, Konski's the first one. Yeah, to have no DRS. Same for everyone behind him. So top 10 within that one big terrain still, as Konski has a half spin riding that curb on the slow chicane, dropping to P14. As Famas is right behind Rage. We'll probably see an overtake here as well, but we will jump to the front of the grid again. Noodles got like half a second of gap. Stiggy is pushing though, using ERS. Not enough for an overtake though. Yeah, top 10 doing a great job to stay within that 1 second of the car in front. So everyone is basically just waiting for a mistake of the car ahead. As Rage dropped down 2 positions, lost the place to Konski as well. We expected Farmers to pass, I missed that, but Xkonski made it work as well after his half spin last lap. So at least, if you're further back in the grid, it's nice to have some people to fight with. So we have a three-way fight for P12 here. Lynx is now like a little bit in a no man's land, having 3.5 seconds to the cars in front and yeah, to Farmers in P12. He's looking to struggle a little bit, honestly. Feels like he's got very much understeer on the car. Trouble turning the car, maybe wrong setup. Back to lead again on the main straight. Noodles, Stiggy's this time much closer, and will take that P1 easily, way before the braking zone. Pigeon, yeah, I mean he recovered a little bit on ERS, but comparing to Danny he's got twice as much. Same for Noodles and Stiggy. So Pigeon is, yeah, probably pushing a bit more and is coming under pressure from Intronsic now. Yeah, better to back off here, as we have yellow flags out of sector, out of turn 1 for a brief moment. Probably Rage or Xkonski. But top 10 is really still one big train after 6 laps now. So obviously a mistake would drop you to P10 here, but same is penalties, as there's a few corners where you can get a track limit warning easily. So in 12 laps I expect to see some 3-second penalties here. So far though, we've got nothing, but I'm here to jinx it for you. Stiggy's breaking the toe of Noodles. Noodles showing no intentions of overtaking Stiggy here. He's probably pretty happy in P2 for now, as Plevange makes it down the inside of Matt. Maybe the undercut here from the Alpine. Going side by side into the next turn. Plevange should have the advantage here, as it's his... Ooh, that's him on the inside. But again, he goes a little deep. Matt had another look there, but at the end the McLaren stays ahead. Gotta be careful though to not lose the DRS of Batten in P8 now. But yeah, looking good. With that clean air ahead, he should gain massively in Sector 2 again, and yeah, he's back within 6/10 now of Batten. And there we have the first warning of the day. 3 seconds for our Rage. Konski dropped a bit off. He had to pit apparently. As we go once again for the main straight. Sticky going a bit wide here in the second to last corner. So Noodles is pretty close. Yeah, okay, by that driving I feel like Sticky wants to give away P1 here. And it's all tactical play here as well. Noodles using overtake. As I go. Sticky is defending it though. Maybe he wants to stay in the lead. Noodles had to go a little wide here. Side by side into the next turn. Inside line for the Williams. Sticky holding it around the outside. Still there. Lovely racing here, side by side, and Noodles is ahead now. Had to use a lot of ERS though, down to 30%. And yeah, look at Pigeon. He is really not having a great time here with ERS management. And look at Pirate Danny. He's got a full battery now. As Stiggy is faking the move into that chicane. Really was not expecting him to overtake here, and he backed out at the end anyway. But I'm really impressed by Batten, who made another overtake. I missed that. Up 7 places now from the back of the grid. And still within DRS of all 6 cars ahead, so let's see what he can do. He's got a healthy amount of DRS as well, like Konski now with the next 3-second warning. Penalty. Yeah, I'm looking at Pirate Danny here. Full battery, he might be in a good position here. As Stiggy is faking to go down the inside, picks the outside line. No chance for Noodles to defend it. Oh, Danny with a little slide down the exit of turn 1. Maybe you could have had a go on Noodles here. Look at that beautiful train. Still from P1 to P10, all within DRS. There's wages in the pits as well now. Didn't see a front wing change there, but I think he might just want to take that fastest lap off of Konski, who just set a 1:15.9. Ooh, Hassan dropping down. Oh, Hassan had a spin. Dirty tires, so he was definitely on the grass here. And I think he dropped from P6 all the way to P10, making Batten gain another place. Crazy drive from him so far. That Aston Martin is, yeah, on a hunt here. Next guy ahead is Intronsic. Top 5 finish would be crazy. I'm definitely going to take that into consideration for the driver of the day at the end of the feature, as Lynx is the third driver to get a 3-second penalty. But he doesn't seem like he's pushing anymore. So if you're listening, mate, maybe just go for the fastest lap as well. If you pit at the end of this lap. What's he doing though? He's letting Thomas Wayne go past. I'm not sure what happened there. They touch actually. Anyway, back to the leaders. Apart from Sticky Noodle switching every now and then, everyone else... Oh, Danny made a mistake. Riding the curb on the right-hander, on the left-hander of that slow chicane too much, unsettled the car. And Pigeon said, thank you very much, taking P3. Again though, Danny's got the ERS advantage. He should at least be able to regain that P3 off of Pigeon, as he cannot use much to defend himself. But even with that mistake of Danny, Pigeon is still in the DRS of Noodles. This could save him now. He is using as well. What's Danny gonna do? Danny is not using. Pigeon down to 8% DRS, putting it to none now, obviously, as Noodles takes the lead. Hassan up to P9 after his mistake, passing Matt F1 now. Yeah, a very technical track, so every corner, every curb cannot settle your car. As Pyrotanny gets another warning there, I'm pretty sure of that, and Fawaz in the same corner gets a penalty for his third time going wide. Either one of these curbs. I think actually from what I saw there, I think it was the right-hander that settled Danny's car in the last lap, as he went wide for the left bit. As Pigeon is sliding there a little bit, 8/10 to Noodles now. Gotta be careful to not do another mistake in these final two corners here, otherwise he would be stranded without DRS. And I assume Sticky Noodles know that. But yeah, good final corner here from Pigeon, back into DRS range. As this is the start of the final lap, so Danny's got no other options than to push now. Pigeon without ERS, is Danny gonna make a move down the inside? He's trying to go for it, but decides to back out. He's got another go here into the left-hander. Yeah, but he didn't play it well. Low grip on the exits of each corner, and Pigeon is still ahead, even though he had, way lower ERS, as we had a yellow flag for Konski in Sector 2 just now. Lynx and Thomas Wayne fighting for position, making the best out of their situation they're in right now, as they are just waiting for the sprint to end and go to the feature. Yeah, Pigeon struggling a little bit here as well on that slow chicane. I mean, then he might have a go here somewhere. As matter one gets another 3 seconds as well. Shouldn't matter though for his position. Stanley is going wide again. I think he's on 2 warnings as well now. But it is the final lap. Noodles looks like he's going to secure P1 ahead of Stiggy. Don't think there's another chance for the Ferrari to attack here. Same for Danny though. He missed his chances. He had the ERS advantage but couldn't make use of it. And this is P3 for Pigeon as he goes wide into the final corner. I was expecting a penalty there. But yeah, GG. Noodles P1, ahead of Stiggy, Pigeon, Danny, and Tronzik. 8 positions gained from the back of the grid to P6. Batten. Yeah, I mean, drive of the day for the sprint, definitely, but let's see if we get another one or a different one for the feature. Hassan recovered to P8 after, I think, penalties from Favas. Lost P6 after a spin in Sector 2. Sticky says GG's to Noodles. Fair play. And there we have Xkonski finishing in style over the line. P13 for him. Yeah, driver of the day from the game. Definitely better and well deserved. DRS train GP, yeah, it is what it is. Gotta play the waiting game. But even with that, we had like, I think the best example for that. Negative example, I think. Then he had like a full battery against Pigeon with 10% and couldn't get past him. Yeah, but this is what you gotta do. Try to just put some pressure on the car ahead. And so as we got like, I think I need to do this stuff here, right? Show every grid. I think I messed it up for the sprint here with penalties. Sorry, first time. Yeah, what was I gonna say? Gotta put some pressure on the car ahead. Make the car ahead use more ERS than you need to. Otherwise, there's no chance to overtake in the train. But with DRS advantage, you should make it work down the main straight into turn 1. But yeah, this is why I said you don't want to be far down on the grid. There's not many overtaking opportunities on this. Yeah, GP in Hungary. I think they call it, what was it? Monaco without walls or something like that? I think I heard someone say that. 20 more seconds until we go for the one shot of the feature race. What's interesting to say? Probably that you can still change your setup for now. There we go. Sasson again, we are gonna give Batten a go now. As he's leading into turn 1, so I assume that's due to his lower wing, probably. Or ERS usage. Could all be. Everyone was soft, yeah, okay, yeah. Could have expected that, as Xkonski and Tronzig are already dead. True, we have, if we have quali bands, then they have to serve it only for the feature race, so yeah, my bad during the sprint. Forgot about that. Who's fighting for the lead? It's Noodles again, ahead of Danny, P2, Sticky only third, now second again, so I think it's still close up there. Pigeon once again, only in P5. I mean, still pretty solid, but Plevonk in P4, it's that's not bad. As Hassan is leading, Hassan now. As Hassan is leading Pigeon now, but Pigeon back to P5. Danny into P1. Noodles made a mistake, down to third. And Stiggy through the last corner gets that pole position. Oh, that's very close at the front. Plevonk almost made it to P3, I think, if I saw that correct. And Batten starting in P7 now. If he has a similar good race, then this is a race win for him, right? So there we go. We are at the top 4 within 15 hundredths. 114.2 from Stiggy in this dry one-shot session now. Out of prior Danny, Noodles, Plevonk P4, not bad. Pigeon, close but ahead of Hassan. Batten P7, Favas P8, Farmas P9, Rage into P10, and then we have 3 cars without a time invalidating. Lynx P11, Tronzik P12, Xkonski in P13, and Matt, don't know why this says DSQ and nothing else, but Matt in P14. But we saw Batten do it, so Matt, please, if you're listening, don't give up just now. Yeah, and the weather is looking very sunny. Can't see a single cloud from here. So like Hassan said, we don't expect any rain for this session as well. And with 14 cars on the grid, I really hope we finish with all 14 as well. And don't see any of these safety cars or anything. Thank you for comments made, yeah, of course. I mean, what else am I gonna do? If I'm not allowed to drive, let me at least watch it. Jesus Christ. Any second now for the formation lap. There we go. Tires. Yes. Oh, that is interesting. Stiggy's the only one with intrinsic on hard tires. He is leading though, so if he makes it through turn 1 without being overtaken off the line, then this could be a very good strategy if he keeps the other guys behind him. Spatten and Farmers apparently touched or spun or something, but they are reset to the grid already. Cold tires for them. What else do we mention? Hassan on softs is probably interesting as well. Don't know how long they last and if you can make a one-stop with them, but I assume so, otherwise you wouldn't go for it, I guess. Yeah, everyone else on mediums. It's gonna be interesting. We saw a good start of Noodles, but he is in P3 now. Danny really needs to attack Stiggy on that first lap, ideally into turn 1. Yeah, and try to escape. Otherwise, if they just let Stiggy have that lead or stay in the train, then this is all playing for him. So yeah, one more time quickly. Stiggy in P1, followed by Paratani. Noodles in P3, good position for Plevonk in P4. Hassan, yeah, Pitch in P5, Hassan P6. Batten in P7. I don't know how they touched, if they did. P7 and P9, Favos in P8. Farmers P9, Rage in P10. Lynx Overshot is now in P11. And Transigon Hart P12. Hoping for a safety car probably. Xkonski in P13 and Matt at the end. P14. Once again, looking for Stiggy on the Hearts. He's probably gonna get overtaken off the line. Got a disadvantage on the tires. Yeah, good launch again from Danny. Same as Noodles in the sprint. Noodles not having a go though, as Danny's already comfortably ahead. Stiggy moves to the inside to cover from the cars. Behind, Danny is away. Noodles is side by side now. I assume Stiggy is pushing like crazy with ERS. Yes, he is, down to 60%. He has to secure that position from Noodles. I mean, probably a good thing for Danny to be ahead. Maybe he can try to push on the next 2 laps to get away from Stiggy on the Hearts. As he picks up his first warning already. Most likely, at least, I'm not sure. Yeah. Then he could win this Grand Prix pretty early now, if he gets away. The Hearts are very slow compared to the mediums, so if Stiggy wants to stay with him, he really needs to push now. Good thing for him though that Noodle stayed behind. As Xkonski was ghosted, probably off track or maybe contact with another car. As McLaren gets an awful run here through that quick right-hander. Matt having a look here, maybe going for P10 at the end of lap 1 already. Would, yeah, gain 4 positions then. Already 3 positions up now from the start. As Rage is going for the pits, yes, he's missing the left end plate, so this is probably why. So, 4 positions gained for Matt F1, as Danny is still leading into turn 1, and Stiggy is still able to defend Noodles. Hassan is into P4. Pigeon kind of stayed where he is, but Plevonk lost out on 2 positions here. Yes. Lynx gained 2 positions. Matt F1, like we said, 4. Batten lost 1 now after having that brilliant, awesome sprint. Fav was up 1 position to P7 as well. And again, we have a train from not top 10 this time. Matt will probably try to gain 3 seconds, but it's not easy without the help of DRS. So the top 9 in one big train so far. This is gonna be interesting though. It is lap 2 now. We will have DRS now for the first time down the main straight. So maybe Stiggy is gonna have a look on Danny here actually. But he did what he had to. I mean, he lost one position to Danny, but that's not bad. And yeah, there we go. Back into P1 on the hard tires. So the longer this race goes and he stays with them mediums, he will just have a big advantage towards the end when he's on the mediums and everyone else on the hards. I assume that's the only real strategy we have. I don't think that mediums can pit to softs and go to the end. 35 laps, yeah, no, I don't think so. Maybe, yeah, even I think Hassan goes soft hard as well. Don't think we have another option there. Yeah, Hassan gained 2 positions. I forgot that he's on soft, so obviously he wants to attack in the first laps now. As we're side by side with Danny and Stiggy here. He's gonna come out ahead. This is Danny now, but Noodles is gonna have a look here. And this opens the door for Hassan, who backs out though, and gets a little pressure here from Pigeon behind, as well as Plevange and Favas side by side here. Oof. Big launch here from Plevange, but Favas could have had a go on the inside there with a little switchback. Same for the final corner. This is probably a fight we want to look at as well. As then he tries to break the toe. Stiggy is now into P3. Noodles made it past. But it's probably only 2-3 more laps for the mediums until we have the crossover point where the hards are equally fast, or maybe even faster. I think the main advantage that Stiggy's got here is tire temperatures. I think the mediums overheat easily at the first stint on Hungary, but the hards have a better time there. As Pigeon touches on there a little bit. Favos made it past Plevange there on the main straight. As Sticky Noodles going side by side again, they touch, and this is once again an opportunity for Hassan apparently to have a look with his soft tires. But now Noodles needs to push, is doing so. Can Danny stay ahead and keep Noodles out of the DRS and try to make a run for it? Ooh, this is not going to be enough, I don't think it is, no. As Rage is in the barriers here out of a quick left-hander. He's probably happy to still be alive. Lost his wing again though, so he needs to pit for the second time within 5 laps. As we go to the main straight. Farmer's Wine in the pits as well. Still early on in the race, please don't retire, we will probably have a safety car. Hassan fighting for Pigeon, more like Pigeon attacking Hassan. A little bit of wheel banging here, still a-okay. And Pigeon down the inside for P4. Are the softs dropping already? Either way, Pigeon needs to push if he wants to stay within the top 3 and the DRS train. As Fawaz is also trying to get past Hassan now. I mean, 5 laps in, the softs should still be fine-ish. They could be dropping. But Pigeon is losing time. Lost 2 more tenths now. It's 1.4 seconds to Sticky now. This could be the podium that is, yeah, vanishing for him now. 1.5, yeah, this is not looking good for him. I mean, I know that Danny, Noodle, Sticky, Pigeon, I think Fawaz and Tronzik and Xkonski and Rage, a lot of them, are in one Discord call. So I assume Danny, Noodles and Sticky are working together here to drop Pigeon. Poor little guy, but yeah, it's down to 1.7 seconds now. As Noodles takes P1 for the first time in this feature race. Down the inside on Pirate Danny. Is Sticky gonna have a go? As Pigeon, as Danny doesn't have any DRS. Yeah, no. Sticky's probably saving. Got the most DRS out of the top 3 here, and yeah, they dropped Pigeon by, yeah, almost a second now. So yeah, losing the DRS is, yeah, not a good thing, obviously. Nothing he could do though. Was attacked by Hassan. or now was overtaking Hassan. Hassan was in P4. So maybe we will see an undercut of Pigeon to try and get that gap down again. I feel like if you pick the right timing for the undercut, for the pit stop, onto the hards, you can gain like a second each lap. So yeah, still nothing over for him just yet. As Batten is the next one trying to attack Plevange. Yeah, Plevange seems to struggle a little bit, had a good quali with P4 as we see Lynx. Going into the pits, I don't think he has wing damage, or it's very minor, so he might be the first one to actually just pit for the hards and go to the end. Might be a massive undercut, as we have Hassan and Fawaz fighting for P5. Yeah, the softs must be going down now, as Stiggy is back into P2. By now I feel like the hards are probably equal with the mediums, as Fawaz makes it work into turn 2. It's ahead of Hassan now. So we have a three-way fight for the lead. Pigeon somewhere in between the trains, as we have another group fighting. 4 cars fighting for P5. Further back. Hey Frank, how you doing? Further back we have Antronsic, who's also on the hards, if I remember correctly, yeah. Struggling to get back into the DRS of Patton here. As Lynx, it's the second one. To get a 3-second warning, yeah, with Rage. Just looking if it was maybe 10 seconds for the McLaren. Who still didn't pit a second time after his incident in lap 5, damaging his wing once again. Decides to stay out now, just hoping for a safety car, I assume. Yeah, this is very close here. Batten and Plevange just waiting to overtake Hassan here. Softs might need to pit sooner or later, depending on how long he can make the hards last. I'm all good, mate. Hope you're good. Yeah. I mean, I'm not able to drive today, so I thought as Mick is late, I might just do the comms. As we have yellow flags again, that is for Rage. He's probably off again, didn't damage his wing any further though. Stiggy, what I miss now, is back into the lead, probably just a normal DRS overtake into turn 1 against Noodles. Yeah, by now I feel like any lap where Noodles or Danny make a mistake, Stiggy could try to make a run for it. As you can already see that he's, yeah, having a comfortable lead here. They're all healthy on ERS though. But I don't think that there's gonna be another switch for the lead anytime soon. As Stiggy, with the tire advantage, will just have way better exits out of the last corners here, as we can already see. His gap almost up to 1 second. It's gonna come down again now, with the help of the DRS. And these two zones between, yeah, turn 1 and 2. But I feel like this might be the lap already where Sticky could escape, as Noodles is a bit loose on the rear. And yeah, the gap is up to 1 second now, and I think this could be the race decider now. I mean, undercuts are strong in this game, but I feel like Sticky made it work perfectly so far with the hards. Noodles got a lot of ERS to play with here though, trying to stay within the 1 second of Sticky. It's gonna be tough. Same for Danny. Obviously, if Noodles is pushing, he's gotta do the same. Pigeon, who's, yeah, driving his own race now, lost almost a second on this lap now. I don't think he made a mistake, but that's just them up front pushing like crazy now. Sticky obviously waited for a mistake like that to happen from Noodles. And is, yeah. Yeah, look at the ERS. They all used like everything they had so far. Last lap around here they had a full battery, or 80%. Now it's down to 20 for Stiggy. A little more for Noodles still, but yeah, 1.5 seconds is the gap now. And Danny dropped out of DRS as well for Noodles. So this is everyone for themselves now. Raw pace is it that counts now for next 2-3 laps, I don't know. I think they will pit rather early, go for the undercut. as Hassan has pitted now. Last lap actually, X11 is in the pits now. Yeah, going for the hard tires now. The softs were definitely done. You saw how much time he lost there in the last 2 laps. So P9 to P14 already did a pit stop. Top 8 still waiting for it. So we probably want to focus more on the fight of P5 here now. P4 actually, sorry. Pitch and Fawaz, Plevange, Intronsic and Batten. And I think that's Fawaz who brought this train with Plevange, Intronsic and Batten up to Pigeon. I think Pigeon had a healthy gap and lost that now as, yeah, he probably thinks that the mediums did their job as well as he pits. Plevange and Batten following him. Don't speed, guys. Yeah, good entry from Batten here. Gain a lot of time to Plevange. And Intronsic stays out. Probably wants to go down the inside here. I think Fawaz, yeah, Fawaz still got the DRS of Pigeon. So it's not an easy overtake for Intronsic, but as well he is on the hard tires. Got the tire advantage, makes it work. And gets that P4. As we have Pigeon back in the DRS of Hassan. So Pigeon gained like 3 seconds there. Or basically more like Hassan lost 3 seconds towards the end of his soft run. So Pigeon can fight for P4 with Hassan again. And got like a 2-lap tire advantage on these hard tires, yes. But look at Lynx. He was the first one to pit on these hards and got a big undercut here. So he is into net P4 now. Obviously he's got a penalty. But don't think Hassan and Pigeon are safe from that. It's still a long way to go. We've got a third of the race completed. As Pirate Danny is the first one into the pits of the leading 3. So he's going for that undercut as... Who's that? Rage retires. Ooh. It's looking a little sus there, isn't it? As we have a safety car, so Pirate Danny is screwed. Very unlucky. Same for Favos, who just pitted. Wow. Yeah, I don't know what to say. This looks a little bit sus from Rage there. But I'm not gonna judge it. Maybe something weird happened, or we already had technical difficulties with the wheel not working or anything like that. Yeah, but this is the first safety car for this evening. Stiggy. Oh, Stiggy's in a tough situation. Yeah, hards go to the end, but mediums don't. Stiggy might be screwed, I just realized that. And Intronsic gained a lot from staying out here as well, so he might be in the net P3, maybe 4 if then he gets by. But he is on the hards as well, so he probably doesn't want to pit either. Difficult decision to make for Stiggy and Intronsic. I mean, it's a no-brainer for Noodles to come into the pits as well, but Stiggy's got to choose a different tire. He can't just go back on the hards again. So what's he gonna do? Is he gonna go into the mediums and try to make them last, or hoping for another safety car? Intronsic is into the pits as well, probably following Stiggy's idea, going to softs. Yeah, so Intronsic is committing to that 2-stop. As he's got no other option, really. Then he is staying in P4, 3, where's Intronsic? Oh, they get Intronsic just on the pit exit, same as Lynx. They do, I think he just made it before the pit exit there. He gets to keep the position, I think. Yes, indeed. So Lynx is now up to P4. What else do we have? And Xkonski pitted, Farmers, met F1. I mean, I don't think anyone picked another set of hards for this weekend. Otherwise I would have probably recommended Matt and Farmers to pit as well. So, Antronzik is gonna make sure that we see some overtakes now. So, thank you for that. And Stiggy might try to run away from Noodles. Yeah, I mean, he's got to. But even if he gets away within the first 2 laps of the restart, yeah, he needs another safety car pretty much. Otherwise, he might not finish in the top. Top 8, top 9. As Konski gets 3 seconds behind the safety car. Oi, mate. Let's have a look at the penalties. As Intronsic left the session, oh shit. No, not settings. Do I have them? I don't think I do. This is not looking good, mate. I mean, it's a safety car, guys. Come on. Just pause for a second and invite Intronsic, please. Because I cannot find him. Sorry. Yeah, come on, guys. Please invite Intronsic back. I need him to do some overtakes on the softs. We've got another lap of safety car at least. So there should be time for that. Wait, where's Stiggy? Oh, does he have another set of hearts? He does! Ooh, Stiggy, this might be the best decision you could have possibly done. He was one of the guys who had another set of hearts. Just did one medium lap to... yeah. Oh, Jesus. Farmers, what are you doing? Yeah, so Stiggy did one lap on the mediums to... yeah, serve that 2-tire rule. I don't know how it's called. And goes back to a fresh set of hearts. So he's not relying on another safety car. But he's down to P12. And it's got a long way to go. But I assume he could probably fight for P5 at least. Depending on penalties and how he's getting through the traffic. But I would assume that if everything goes normal, we would see at least Noodles and Danny get away. Link's got a penalty, but we will probably see more. Again, guys, if you can, please invite Intronsic. I don't have him in my friends list, so I cannot invite him. It's probably too late now, as we are on the restart. Very sorry, Intronsic. Actually, I'm gonna wait for that. No, I'm not gonna wait for the restart. I think I should be able to go to his profile. Sorry, I'm missing the restart. Is Intronsic on EA? Oh, Intronsic is on EA. So I cannot go to his PlayStation profile, yeah. As his AI is, yeah, just getting overtaken by everyone now. What a shame. Let's have a look at Stiggy. Stiggy held position, is going down the inside of Matt F1 with the fresh hearts here. Next car ahead is Intronic's AI, so he's basically up to P9 already. Yeah, AI is not fighting this as the cars goes it as well. Yeah. I mean, we have 20 laps to go. As Lynx gets another 3 seconds. As well as Plavange and Matt. Guys, chill, please. Yeah, shame for Intronsic. Sorry I couldn't invite you back. Yeah, it is a long way to go. Stiggy goes wide, and maybe that was another warning. He's looking to have a go at Baton here. But yeah, Sticky needs to send it everywhere he can. Probably before we start getting DRS trains. So he's got one more lap to go. As Lynx is pitting, probably to retire, I assume. Yes, indeed, getting the 10 seconds for speeding. He's not happy with his penalties so far, so he's ending the race early. And we're with that down to 11 drivers. As Intronsic still is not able to rejoin our race here. Three-way fight between Tukonsti, Matt and Farmers Wayne. As Stiggy couldn't make a move for betting here. Had to drop a little bit, maybe is saving the battery again and trying to, yeah, just charge and go with a full battery, one by one. So we will have a look at him. As Matt is next to retire, do we have another safety car? Indeed we have. So, yeah, no, Sticky didn't lose anything. If Sticky would have stayed out on mediums here, and would have pitted now, we would have been at the end of the grid again. So Sticky did well to go on the hards on the last safety car. I mean, this takes away a few laps for him trying to go through the field, but as well, it still helps him to keep Noodles and the Pirate Danny close to him. But if everything goes normal, we will probably see Noodles gaining a few points this evening, going with like 10-20 points lead into the final race next week. And Tronzik's car decides to pit, so we're gonna wait for him, unfortunately, otherwise we would probably restart by the end of lap 18. Tronzik's car going for the hearts. Again, guys, please, if there's anyone racing right now who could invite Intronsic back, I cannot do so. As Intronsic's AI decides to pit onto 12 lap old hearts. Questionable. Yeah. Very questionable. I mean, I think that safety car is helping Sticky more. Because the 2 laps without DRS is are probably the 2 best laps for him to do some overtakes. And he's got the freshest hard tires on the grid here. I mean, not by much, but this could be very much affected towards the end of the stint. I mean, I kind of want to look at warnings here. I mean, I've got nothing to do anyways during the safety car, so... Ooh, 2 warnings. Is this both for track limit? Noodles. No, 1 is for collision. So probably just 1 warning for Noodles, as we have 2 warnings for Danny. I assume they're both track limit. Yes, they are. What else? Hassan. 2 warnings, probably both for collision. 1 warning for track limit. Sticky. 1 warning for track limit. Okay. I mean, we're only halfway through the race. Everyone is gonna be careful, otherwise we might see an entire grid of penalties tonight. Favos got already a penalty, but she's looking to be in a good position here on track as well. Hassan's got 9 lap old hards, because he had to pit early with his softs, but I think that the 2 safety cars really helped him, saving the tires, so he might just be able to push normally now. As we are hoping that this was the final safety car. Has Intronsic joined back? Thank goodness. Alright, we're back to 11 drivers now. Intronsic, if you're listening, you should pit again. Ah, shit. No, I don't think you should. You should probably stay out and stay with the field now, because I assume the safety car is in this lap. Yeah, but your AI really screwed you over there, pitting for the old hards that you started on. Is Intronsic able to take over his car? Indeed he is, he already did so. Safety car is in this lap, so Intronsic cannot do another free stop for mediums. So he's probably gonna try to save the tires to the end or wait for another safety car. Let's ride on board with Pirate Danny here. Trying to see if he gets caught off guard here from the restart of Noodles. When is the Williams gonna go? How's the Alpine gonna react? Same with Hassan in P3. Noodles is already going. Danny, yeah, I mean, it's an okay restart. Decides to warm up his tires, but he's not gonna have a go down the inside of turn 1. Do we have any position changes on the first lap? Doesn't look like it. I think Stiggy is still leading Ferrari, if I'm correct. Yep. So right now, Stiggy is in the net P6 after penalties. But obviously, he's still trying to go for a podium here, I assume. And Tronzik, yeah, trying to make it work on the old hards now. But I think he as well could fight for a good top 5 position if everything works into his favor. And if he's not going near the puncture territory, as Farmer's Wayne has a little slide there on the left-hander. Not enough for Antronzik to make a move though. This pitcher is very close to Favos here. I mean, basically everyone is still close to each other. And once more, we're looking at a big train. Although Farmer's just dropped off. Yeah, and Antronzik is fighting that already. Oh, Farmer's is lagging there, but as he left this session. Second chance for me to invite someone. Do I have Farmer's Wayne at least? I do not. I'm going to race director. I can go into his profile and I can invite him back. No, I cannot. Why can I not? Oh, this is a shame. I'm sorry. Trying to add him. Maybe I get that invite back. DRS is enabled. Obviously, we're gonna have DRS only on the next straight. It's Favas is defending from Pigeon. I think he was not overtaking him. No, I think Favas was in P4 already. But Pigeon is trying to get past and catching up to the top 3 again. But Farmers might be dropping out of the DRS here now. He's just outside the 1 second window. Hassan is able to stay comfortably with Danny and Noodles here. Might be one of the better tracks for him. I think he's a full TC driver. And this is a track where you cannot really profit from running no TC. Then he's going down the inside of Noodles. Hassan is trying to go down the inside as well. Noodles might be dropping 2 positions here. Still side by side with the Haas. Next corner is a left-hander for the Williams, and he get back past in P2. Yeah, this helps Fabos to gain a bit of time again, trying to get back into that leading train. As we have Stiggy still in P8. Not able to pass any cars ahead. He's got a better tires, he got a little bit of ERS advantage. Spaten was braking a little late there and gets a little bit out of shape here. Is the Ferrari gonna have a go in this difficult section of Sector 2? Batten is pushing, trying to get back to Plevanche. What is Stiggy gonna do? Stiggy had a little go there on the inside of Batten there, but backed out. Maybe he's just faking an overtake, trying to get the Aston to, yeah, go a little offline. Now we'll probably see an overtake of Stiggy here. Trying to look at the delta of the leading cars, but I don't think there's going to be an overtake anywhere. Yeah, I mean, Batten used his entire battery to defend, but he's made it work. Friend request from Famas. Can I accept that? Accept it? Do I have you now? Come on. Seems like I still don't have you, Famas. I'm sorry. I'm gonna refresh real quick. Still can't see you, I'm afraid. There you are. Alright, invite is out. Try to get back into your car. I mean, If there's no safety car, your race is pretty much over, but at least you will finish and get some points. Go for the fastest lap if you can. Try to enjoy the final lap, final laps of the race, and yeah, if there's a safety car, could happen at any moment, you know. I hope the invite works. Yeah, so Batten is able to recover 30% of ERS. Sticky's basically got an entire battery to deploy now, and will probably do so as well. I feel like Batten's got a very low wing. Sticky's not able to make a, make an overtake. Batten is defending the inside, gets a bad exit out of turn 1, and now, yeah, Sticky with the better grip. A little bit of contact there, but that's all right. Yeah, so Sticky cleared the first car. Gives Batten a little wiggle there. Batten was putting up a fight, but Sticky was able to pass him. Took him a few laps though. But I think if he keeps it up like this, he's looking at... I mean, we have a train still all the way to P1. I think the most important thing for Sticky is to stay penalty free, so he at least gets all the positions from the 3 cars ahead of him. So I probably missed the penalty for pitching. Thomas didn't get back yet. I'm gonna try to invite you once again, just in case it didn't work before. As Sticky puts in the fastest lap, as he had a little clean air to work with ahead, and was able to push. Ooh, Plevon getting out of shape! Ooh! Oh my god, no! I mean, first of all, unfortunate for Plevon. And then Sticky, who was avoiding, a ghost, but I mean, I probably wouldn't risk it in trying to run into that McLaren. But that made him lose the position to Batten. At least Sticky got away without damage, so first of all, that's great. Batten won't have DRS, so we will probably be able to overtake him next lap, and I'm pretty sure Sticky's gonna close that gap pretty quickly to Pigeon. So at least he didn't lose a position. He's gonna get Batten back this lap, most likely. Wow, this could have ended a lot worse. I think there was some very crazy good reactions there from Sticky to avoid that spinning McLaren. But of course Danny and Noodles will notice what happened, trying to not fight as much and just work together to, give Sticky a hard time catching up to the train. Let's have a look at the delta, 2.1, 2.2-ish. Let's see how much this changes over the next lap. As apart from penalties, we have still a very interesting fight here for the top 5. Doing that spin, I think, Plavanche didn't hit any walls or cars, so still got a perfect wing. And Tronzik, the disconnect really screwed him over, as well as the AI pitting for that old hearts again, so he's into P9, not looking to fight for many points tonight. Not his fault though. Just the first safety car really much that screwed him and Sticky over, who started on hards. Sticky is able to close down that gap a little bit, gained like half a second on this lap. Needs another 7/10 though, and is low on battery. Got Wayne on PS in-game, but it's not working. I'm trying. Brad, let me have a look. No, not lap times, sorry. No, it doesn't let me. If I go to his profile and say invite the game, it says to send an invite, start playing an online multiplayer game, then return to this menu. Sorry, I cannot invite him through PlayStation. It's a shit game. Very sorry. I mean, I can give you another invite from EA. But yeah, if you say it's not working, then It's probably pointless. It is a shame, really is. Alright. Welcome to the chat, Brad, if I saw that correctly. So he gained another 10th. Batten was not able to stay with him. Did Batten get damage from anything? No, he didn't. Batten with one of the older tires on the grid here as well. But Hassan is doing a great job. 18 lap old Hearts. And he's still up there fighting, or at least pressuring Danny and Noodles a little bit. So he's probably just waiting for a mistake of the two blue cars ahead. While the two blue cars behind him are doing the same. Yeah, there's a lot of blue cars here on the grid, right? Just in general, with the Williams, Alpine and the V-Carb. Not even mentioning the Red Bull. But I mean, that's not really blue. Yeah. Everyone is saving ERS. Pigeon is trying to do the same, but he's once again the driver with the lowest battery. I mean, the penalties are a shame for Favas and Pigeon, otherwise they could all be fighting for a podium still. Really interested if Hassan can... I mean, he probably will make it towards the end, especially with the two safety cars we had. But I'm interested in his tire wear, although he's not known to struggle in any way. Like I probably would. As Batten is coming into the pits, probably going for a soft run now for the final, what is it, 8 laps? Yes indeed, we have the red tires here already. No wing change needed. So him and Farmers are gonna hunt the fastest lap. As Farmers is... Ah yeah, okay, sorry, it still is AI. I was gonna say he's about to be lapped. Oh yeah. Not a great game this is. Yeah, Intronsic trying to hold on to these tires. Hoping for another safety car here. He's probably close to puncture territory here as well. But what else is he gonna do? There's no point in pitting otherwise. Oh. Is this the lap? Yeah, I think it is. At the end of lap 28, Stiggy is back into the DRS of the leading group. So after all that, he is fighting for the podium again. Right now he's in the P4, with Pigeon and Fawas having 3 seconds. Is it 3 or is it more? 3 each, yeah. 3 for everyone. I mean, we've not seen any overtakes in the last 5 laps here in the top 5. Maybe Stiggy is gonna make that... is gonna change that. Did Stiggy not gain on the straight? Did Stiggy not have DRS there? Pretty sure he had. I mean, he's low on battery though, maybe he's just saving and confident enough that he's gonna gain enough time here in Sector 2, as he's not compromised by any cars ahead of him. As we have a yellow flag and another safety car. What's going on? What just happened? Is that Plevange in the wall? Plevange, out of turn 5, the quick left-hander. Hit the wall, broke his ring, at least still able to drive. But that is a safety car and this guy is going to be very happy about it. Tough decisions now to make though. I think we will see everyone in the pits going for fresh softs, right? No exceptions. No. Oh, he's doing it. Ooh, I don't know how to feel about this. I mean, Fawas first of all is going to be held here with a double stack of the Williams, but he should be fine. However, Konski might be helping his teammate here, as he is staying out to create a little bit of gap for Stiggy from the chasing cars. Everyone here on softs. Hassan on mediums. Did he use his last set of softs at the start of this race? He might have. Or he just decides that the mediums are just a tire to be on right now. Maybe the softs die after 2 or 3 laps. Wait, did Intrinsic not pit? Ooh. Is he going for track position? Intrinsic is not an AI, is he? Oh, this is interesting. Alright. Guess he's not near puncture territory then. Yeah, Sticky with a brave call here, staying out. He would have been in P6, 7, 7. I think Intrinsic would have been ahead of Sticky here, if Sticky would have decided to pit. And I guess we will restart at the end of lap 31. So 32, 3, 4, 5. The 4 laps that would have been remaining are not enough for Sticky to say I'm gonna go onto the fresh softs as well. As he would have been, yeah, just on equal tires as the cars ahead. And is probably just hoping to somehow... I don't think that he's expecting to win this, but he's probably thinking that he would be further ahead than if he would have pitted for fresh softs. Yeah, like I said, it was a tough call to make. Maybe he did the right thing here. It's hard to tell. Although he seemed to struggle overtaking Batten, so I assume he's running very high wings. Yeah, he's gonna use everything, every bit of battery that he's got on each straight. Then gotta put it to none on sector 2 and 3. Otherwise I don't know how he should be able to defend this. I mean, Ekskonski might be able to defend Noodles 1 lap, maybe 2. If at all. I mean, with that tire advantage, Noodles could have a go at any moment, at every corner. Still looking at the Tronsic here. Stupid, says Plevant. Yeah, welcome to the chat, first of all. I think you should be happy to still be alive. You could easily die on, yeah, going off in this corner. But I mean, fight is back on, right? So let's see what happens. I hope you don't have rear damage. We didn't saw you going off there. Yeah, probably the car just unsettled on the curb there, and then the McLaren was just, yeah, flying to the left with Plevonk basically just as a passenger. As we are getting ready for the restart here, we will have 4 laps to go. And let's make me think. Oh, Fawas getting 10 seconds here for Batten. For a collision with Batten. I think we will have 2 runs with DRS. As the detection point is right over here, we will not have DRS at the end of lap 33. So it's gonna be at the end of lap 34 and 35. Ooh, is it only 1 run, 1 chance? As Ekskonski already is doing a good job trying to defend Noodles, but yeah, there he is. Was trying to, yeah, get back onto the power as soon as possible on the inside of turn 1. Lost the rear, lost 3 positions, and now it's Noodles to chase down Sticky. And yeah, the softs will not struggle with that task. So like I said, Sticky is not going to win this, but he's trying to finish as far ahead as possible. Losing as little points as possible tonight in the championship fight with Noodles. As we will be in Bahrain next week, if I'm correct. Pirate Annie trying to attack Noodles here, having a look. As Pigeon is the next car to overtake the Ferrari on the hards. and Tronzik as well is struggling with these old hearts. I think with his pace he would have been fine pitting for another fresh set of softs. Maybe I'm wrong though, maybe he didn't have any fresh softs available anymore. As Blavanche is the next car to overtake him. As he is trying to defend Noodles, is a little bit in a sandwich here. Danny on the outside of him. Are they both gonna get past him? Yeah, the tire advantage. There's nothing Sticky can do here. And even Hassan on the mediums will probably take that position and the final spot on the podium off of Sticky here in the next 1 or 2 laps. Yeah, I'm not sure did that gamble pay off. Would have been a pit stop better. Stiggy's gonna question himself as well now, but he can't change it anymore and just gotta try to defend for the final 3 laps. 2 laps after this. Hassan is having a little look here again. Ooh, did lose his front wing there. Little contact here with the rear of the Ferrari. No, end plates are still on. As Stiggy is just able to stay within the 1 second of Pirate Danny, who's probably, yeah, gonna have a look here at Noodles. Is he overtaking? He is, giving Noodles a chance to counter him on the next lap. So Danny decides to just take the lead now, trying to defend him next lap when we go for the final one. Stiggy is still ahead. Yeah, it's a tough call for Stiggy to make. I would probably not push anymore. He won't be able to stay with Noodles for the 1 second. He should probably just save his battery to have as much energy available when we go for the final DRS zone. But it's not looking good. Hassan is really putting on the pressure here. I mean, with all the penalties, it's pretty much a safe P4 for Stiggy, but obviously he's trying to fight for that P3. What's Pigeon gonna do? Pigeon is actually gonna overtake Hassan here, is having a little go. This is giving Stiggy a little bit of breathing space, maybe. But I don't think this will be enough. Half a second, 4/10, 3/10 now. It's probably gonna be Hassan to overtake Stiggy now. What's Noodles gonna do? Yeah, got the ERS advantage, got the DRS now, and is regaining P1 here on the start of the final lap as Noodles, Hassan is finally overtaking Stiggy. So that's the P3 for the Haas, and Stiggy is looking down at, yeah, P4. Nothing he could do there with the old hearts. Tronzik still hanging on. 30 laps on these hard tires. As we're just looking at Danny and Noodles now for the final lap here. Don't think there's gonna be any mistakes. Woof. At least not from Noodles, but this should be game over now. Or now. Yeah, over a second gap. Just 1 sector to go for Noodles. Should be the W for the Williams driver here, and with that he should extend his championship gap by another 20 points. Don't think Pigeon is going to go for a stupid move here on Stiggy, as they all have penalties behind the Ferrari here. And with that, Noodles is going through the final corner. He's probably be very happy with that result tonight. P1 for the Williams, Pirate Danny in P2 right behind him. Hassan made it work with the mediums. P3, Stiggy, yeah, had a tough call to make. P4 for him at the end. Pigeon P3, Blavanche P5. Favas is dropping due to his 10 seconds now. But yeah, if that gets removed, I don't know. Eskonski gets the drive of the day. I need to make a decision now as well, do I? Let's have a little look here. Podium for Noodles. Congrats, GG's. So with that, I get another chance to clip the results of the sprint. I will do that. And for the main race as well, with all the penalties. And I'm gonna give driver of the day to I mean, Konski gained the most positions, but yeah, it's gonna be Stiggy or Hassan. Yeah, let's give it to Hassan for starting on softs. Had a difficult race as well as Stiggy, who dropped down to the end of the grid after the first safety car. Made it back to P4. So yeah, he recovered from that. First safety car really screwed him and Intronsic over. Actually, let's give the drive of the day to Intronsic for doing 31 laps on the hard tires without getting a puncture. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna go with. Yeah, sorry for not being able to re-invite Hassan. And we had 3 DNFs today with Metaf1, Lynx, and Rage. So this is gonna be it for today. Next week we will have the final of Legacy in Bahrain. And yeah, tomorrow is gonna be Div 100 again in Belgium, in Spa, if I'm correct. So tune in for that with Reeski. And yeah, have a good night.